Have you ever spun out on ice? To say the least, it's a hair-raising experience. Today we're going to give you tips and strategies to both locate black ice and drive on it so that you stay in control of your vehicle in the wintertime. Stick around, we'll be right back with that information. Just because you can't see the ice on the roadway doesn't mean you can't find it or know that it's there. Ice is going to form when there's high humidity, you have fog, mist, or just general overall high humidity. So check your weather app on your phone and see what the temperature is doing outside. As well, check the humidity and see how much humidity is in the air, because those two things in combination are what are going to cause you to have ice on the roadways in the wintertime. Generally, ice is going to form when the temperature is around freezing, and it's going to be much more slippery because there's a layer of water on top of it which lubricates the ice and makes it more slippery. Think of ice cubes when you first pull them out of the freezer and put them on the counter. They're sticky because they're very cold, but let them sit there for 30 seconds, a minute, they begin to thaw, there's a layer of water on top, and they become really slippery. And this is why black ice is so dangerous, is because it often forms around freezing, and you get that layer of water on top of it, lubricating it and making it more slippery for you. So where can you locate black ice in the wintertime? Bridges and overpasses freeze first. High elevations, low elevations, anytime that the road dips, anytime that the road is in shadow, so it runs through a bit of a bush, or it's next to a mountain or tall buildings or whatnot. And the last place that you're going to find black ice in the wintertime is anytime the roadway runs near a body of water. You're going to get the air picking up the moisture from the water, the river, the lake, or whatnot, and then it's going to deposit it on the roadway. And because the temperature is around freezing, almost always at night or early in the morning, and you're going to get ice forming on the roadway. That's where you locate black ice. Now, driving on black ice, you want to manage your speed. So around the speed limit, slightly below the speed limit, touching the brakes to see whether the road conditions are conducive for you to get the vehicle stopped. As well, get your speed down before you go into corners, curves, and turns, because that's where you're going to lose control, especially if you just touch the brake before you go into the curb, because this is what happened to me a couple of weeks ago here when I was driving down to Victoria, BC. Went into the curve, touched the brakes, shifted the equilibrium, the weight balance in the vehicle by putting the front end down, the back end lifted up and became lighter, and the vehicle went out of control. If the vehicle does go out of control and you go into a skid, get off the brake, get off the throttle, and steer in the direction that you want to go. And as you can see here, you can hear me yelling. Come on!
I wish I had about a dozen.
In the video here, I am steering like a crazy person, and that's what you're going to have to do if you go into a skid. Fortunately for me, there weren't any other vehicles around and everything was good. And a lot of times you can recover, but if you touch the brakes on ice, that's generally when you're going to get into trouble. As well, you can see here in the footage that this road that I'm currently on is well sanded. There's lots of sand on here. That's going to deter black ice. The other types of roads that you're generally going to get black ice forming is roadways that don't have a lot of traffic. Low density traffic, roadways that are away from the main roads. They don't have a lot of winter maintenance. They don't have a lot of cars traveling on them. You get a lot of traffic and black ice isn't going to form. It's like moving water. Moving water freezes last in a river, right? So it's the same thing with a lot of traffic on a roadway. As drivers, we're scared of black ice because we can't see it and it catches us unawares, as it did me a few weeks ago. But in retrospect, I think to myself, yes, I was traveling a little bit too fast. I wasn't really paying attention to the road conditions in the manner that I should have been. So if you, a little bit of awareness, take note of the temperature, take note of the humidity out, and you'll be able to say there's probably going to be ice. So take care, be safe, be a smarter driver. For another video, click here. To subscribe, click here. And remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now.